This could well be the most important golf ball I've ever played with, and now it's even better. Let's do it.
And let's do it now.
Hi everyone, my name's James Robinson and welcome to this YouTube channel. Guys, in today's video, this could well be the most important golf ball I've ever played with for a few different reasons. And Titleist have now made them even better, Chris.
They have.
Have you ever played with the Titleist AVX golf ball?
Only if I found one.
So you've not bought one?
I've not bought one, but that's the case for most
That is the case. So what we're going to do, we're going to play a couple of holes here at Woolley Park Golf Club. We'll discuss why they're better than ever before, and we'll get into the facts.
All the facts.
So guys, Titleist claim that the new AVX features more distance, lower spin, yet more greenside spin, which is pretty much what we all want. And I must admit, they do feel rather soft as well. That's something which I think the AVX in the past has been a little bit kind of too firm for most golfers, and I must admit I've never heard or seen of a tour player using the AVX. AVX stands for alternative to V and X, but when the Pro-V1's that good, I suppose you're going to play that, aren't you? So that felt firmer than what I anticipated. But I'll take it for the first shot of the day.
Oh.
Nice. That's a low, boring flight, isn't it?
A low spinner for the first shot of the day.
And you see, the thing that would worry me, especially with someone like Chris who uses the power bats, they're obviously low spinning irons anyway. So all of a sudden you're throwing a low spin golf ball with them, and that could be what you get.
Yeah, it was low, so it'd be interesting to see what it is into the green now, because we should have about 150 in.
Yep, so Chris can hit his pitching wedge. That's about 30 degrees.
You know it.
Okay, I hear what you're all saying. How could this video possibly get any better than me and Chris testing the brand new Titleist AVX golf ball out on the golf course? Well, we've been in the studio at Woolley Park Golf Club and we've properly put this ball through its paces. We've tested it for ball speed, for spin rate, for distance, and I've even put it alongside the golf ball that I'm currently using, the TaylorMade TP5X. These are two of the lowest spin golf balls on the market. Which one is better, which one will suit me, and which one will suit you? Guys, stay tuned, that's coming up later in this video. So guys, this is another episode of our series called Talking Balls, where we talk all things golf balls. And as I said, this is one of the most important golf balls I ever used, because the original Titleist AVX was the ball that was my first ever kind of big video. The first video that kind of went viral, I suppose you could say. I don't even know what that really means. But for me, it's always going to kind of hold a little piece of importance, Chris.
Oh, is it? Because
I went pre-embargo and didn't know what embargo was at the time. But a member at Huddersfield got me the balls from Florida, and he's no longer with us anymore, to be fair. So, yeah, just shows that golf isn't really the most important thing.
No.
I remember that the other day that he wasn't here anymore, and it was a bit weird. But anyway, back to the AVX. Well, Chris, your low spinning flight did make it over the water, just. We are placing in the fairway as well before people start, because it's still February. What kind of flight are you expecting to see here?
Well, I'm going to flight in flight in an 8-iron, but just see how much it stops or not.
And it's interesting because the claims that Titleist are giving, he's supposed to have claimed that, by the way. The claims that Titleist are kind of giving with this golf ball are almost a bit contradictory. It's a low spin, but it's more spin.
Yeah, which is, again, if you read it, it says lowest spinning ball. Those who want to hit a lower ball flight, but then around the green you get more spin. So for me, it's how are they doing that?
Yeah, it's almost like saying, well, yeah, he was going to give you everything you want.
Yeah, like most balls say. Right, flight one in. Oh, it does feel firm.
Yeah, it sounded good. A little bit right. Oh, that's gone a long way as well. That was a bit of a flyer, maybe.
A little bit of a flyer. Certainly came out low, but it did feel a lot firmer than it feels when you're just doing keepy-ups.
Yeah. Right, it's a good job it's placing, because the course was actually closed this morning, but
that'll fly all right.
That'll fly, will it? I don't know how the new dimple pattern will work with that, but anyway. Right. And it's an interesting one, because the biggest problem for the AVX is probably the Pro-V1 and the Pro-V1X, because they're such good golf balls and they've got such a reputation. I'm going to flight in a 9 here, Chris, because you went way long, didn't you?
It's a front pin as well.
Yeah.
Need some stop. It's a nice flight.
Be good. That was a
Pretty long.
delightful swing. Oh, thank you very much. And that felt fantastic as well, to be fair. Stopped on a dime and came back a little bit.
And divot went backwards as well.
Oh, did it?
Good effort, that.
So guys, with this being Titleist's lowest spinning golf ball, we went in the studio to test this golf ball just to see what kind of spin rates we were getting and ball speeds. I'm going to show you that a little bit later on in the video. Spoiler alert, it's worth seeing, isn't it, Chris?
Just like it's worth getting a Yorkie, raisin and biscuit.
Oh, wonderful. Is that a ball near the flag? Oh yeah, it's mine. Right, so Titleist do claim that there's more greenside spinning control with this. That's a little 9-iron for about 130 yards, and I'm taking that all day. That's just a nice bracket of where you know it's going to stop. Obviously, it would have been nicer to be a bit closer, but that's good. Yours has gone a bit long, mate.
It has, I'm plugged.
Why would you ever put this?
This is white.
Surely this is a, well, not a lob wedge, but a 56.
Inside the dustbin lid.
He's absolutely nailed that one.
Go on.
Not bad. I think a chip would have been better.
Had a good line. Did slope a little bit. Right to left.
Yeah, it's a 3, this one. Never up, never the right line, never a birdie, but that is a par.
Side door par.
For the half and to not go one down on the first hole. Oh, that's got to hurt.
That was a good roll.
But a terrible bogey.
It is a terrible bogey from where I was, actually. I'll give you that.
Right guys, par enough to go one up. Stay tuned if you want to see what happens in the studio with the numbers for these balls. So Chris, people may be wondering what has changed with this new AVX golf ball, and what has changed, because we all know it's a low spin ball. It's always supposed to have been a low spin ball and a low flight ball, but what have they changed, Chris?
Oh, get ready for this.
Go on.
Softic cast urethane
Elastoma.
near enough. Cover system, increased greenside spin and control. High flex casing layer promotes high ball speed and low spin on long shots.
So you see, this club is the best feeling 3-wood I've ever had. How does it feel with a new Titleist golf ball to match?
That's a good shot.
Yeah, lovely.
I'll continue with the new things on here.
Sorry, go on.
New spherical tiled 348
Dimples.
dimple design for more consistency and longer flight on each shot. Right, Tiger line, let's see how it flies off the driver.
Oh wow. Chris, that's glorious.
It felt solid.
Maybe we've just found your new driver and ball combination.
Could be.
We're filming a video on this today as well, aren't we? Which will already be on the channel.
It will already be on the channel on Thursday, and it could be the new ball.
Okay, 2 very good tee shots there, and albeit 2 totally different tee shots. Guys, make sure you stay tuned. We're going to jump in the studio in a second, show you the ball speed, the spin rates, the distance we can get with these balls, and the final hole on this channel is a drivable par 4, which you're not going to want to miss. Don't go anywhere.
Oh!
So that is a fairway hit with the 3-wood, and we're going to test that greenside control once again to that short-sided flag. We're going to see if we can spin it down the bank with a nice controlled pitching wedge, and this is where you can really start to make your score. Distance right, it's about 130 this one. Land it 135 to 140 and then spin it back. Oh, please be good. That looks so good. Oh, come on. Where's Chris gone? That was delightful. Chris has disappeared. I looked at him for a bit of recognition and he's gone. So that was wonderful. And I must admit, I am starting to really like this golf ball, more so with the irons. As I said, we'll get to the numbers for the driver in a second, but for me, this is almost more important. Can you get it close to the flag?
Thoughts on that shot? It's the first time ever it's actually done what you've called on this hole in about 20 attempts.
Also, you know what I'd said?
Congratulations.
How do you know what I said?
because you said, oh, I'll land it into that slope and I'll have a little bit of spin and I'll bring it back.
It did, didn't it? I can't wait to show them the pitch mark there.
It did land in the middle of the slope and did spin back.
Is it me or do these balls sound really, really, really good?
Oh.
Yeah, I was taking the bank as well, nice shot. Because I must admit, they kind of feel firm still. They kind of feel firm still, but when they come off the club face, it's, I don't know, it's a really nice noise. You know what? Have I found my new golf ball? Because that was absolutely everything I wanted it to be.
And more.
And more. So we'll see the landing zone here. And that's exactly what I wanted. If I'd have landed it a little bit more kind of this line, then it's obviously going to be closer. Warming up.
Got dab on.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad.
Solid par.
Well, it might be when you mark it. Oh. One thing I will say, I do really enjoy the lineup marker on this ball. It's kind of two thin black lines, but it really makes up for a nice visual effect. What do you think, Chris?
Yeah, I think it's good. Pro-V have gone more to that to make it a little bit bigger, or Titleist have. Again, so we can line it up nicely. Oh, oh.
There was a stone that I just grazed on the backstroke.
He's nervous.
Get in! One up.
That'd be two up actually, because you won the first. But
We'll take
one up if you want.
Not gonna lie, I thought that was diving low, but we will take it. And this could be a cakewalk. Right, two up. Chris, let's jump in the studio. Let's take a look at the numbers for this golf ball with our drivers. Then we'll play the penultimate hole on part one of this video. Okay, so this is what you have all been waiting for. Guys, I have tested this Titleist AVX golf ball in the studio here at Woolley Park Golf Club, and I have hit loads and loads and loads of shots. Now, I've actually done this on a hole as well, because I wanted there to be a fairway there, I wanted there to be a proper target there, just to make sure that I wasn't just trying to smash it as far down the left-hand side of the range as possible. Now, this hole did play ever so slightly downhill. As you'll see, the elevation is about 17 feet downhill. Didn't realise this at the time, but you'll see the numbers are a little bit longer than usual, and that's basically the case. So, I actually hit the TP5X as well as the AVX, and the comparison was quite interesting. You see, I'm a big fan of the TaylorMade TP5X, and you'll see now looking at the numbers, I actually got a little bit less ball speed from the AVX, a little bit more launch angle, and a tiny, tiny, tiny bit less spin. Those spin numbers are perfect. They're just what I would want. I wouldn't really want them any lower because it'll start to dip out of the air, and any higher, that's going to cost you a little bit of distance. You'll see carry distances at 280 and 278. Like I said, a tiny bit more than I would usually see. I think on a flat hole, that's going to be around 275. Very, very similar, which is no bad thing, because that's the ball I actually play with. And this is kind of the perfect shot for this golf ball, because into a breeze, we need to keep that spin down. We still want the distance to drive the green. I'd be interested to see if players maybe gamed this ball Open Week or Scottish Open Week or something like that.
Yeah, it would be interesting.
Nice. That is the perfect line. Is it long enough into the breeze?
That's a good shot as well. You know,
it's a bit of a safer line. That was necky, but I'll take it. Ooh. Feels very, very solid, both with the driver and the irons. For me, I'm playing quite well today, and the scores are quite good. That's why I'm 2 up. Sorry, mate. But it's not really been about the long stuff. It's not been about the low spin and the low ball flight. It's been about the control with the irons, which I've really enjoyed.
Correct.
So, 2 up.
2 up.
Right, so into the wind, we can see mine has just made it over the corner. Not the best line, but I think with that being over, Chris's could be very good.
Fingers crossed.
Right then, we've got about 70, maybe 60 yards. I've got 56 degree. How will this react? I'm going to land it near enough at the hole and hopefully still get a bit of spin even though we're in the rough. Chris is kind of short right actually there, so not a guaranteed birdie.
Oh.
It does feel delightful around the greens, I've got to say. Did that nearly go in?
No.
Oh. Right, I thought that was pitching really, really close, but
Right.
you can see, still a nice bit of stoppage.
Oh, I thought he was on about mine. Mine's pitched and stopped here, unfortunately. Runner out. Oh.
Yeah, lovely. Nice shot, sir. Right, well this is for 2 under par for the opening 3 holes. And I think if this goes in, it could be the first ever whitewash, Chris, for part 2. Have to think of another game to play.
Tiddlywinks.
Oh!
Right, I'll give you that one.
Thanks.
I did think you'd peaked.
Yeah. Found a mark on the shaft of my putter and it's upset me.
Oh dear. Let's get back in the game.
Oh, we've birdied every hole between us there. Well done. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Really hope you have enjoyed that. That was a video on the brand new 2022 Titleist AVX golf ball. Make sure you go and check out part 2 over on Chris Dennis Golf and let us know what do you think to these golf balls. Apart from that, I'll see you at the same time tomorrow. Bye!